now and again, we have the opportunity here at Soundchat Radio to hold our vibes with a producer and an artist. It's a great combination because you get two sides of the journey of the music, right? A producer and an artist, right? Now, in the past, well, not even, I won't say in the past because it sounds like it's happened far ago. But recently, we had Christopher Martin and Bulby. You know what I mean? Again, producer, artist. Great conversation because you get two different aspects of the industry that we all love and know so much about and care so much about, right? Mm-hmm. So tonight, we're going to do the same thing. Now, we have a producer in the building who is, if I'm not mistaken, the keyboardist for Stephen Marley, right? Yeah, that he produces and he's also part of Stephen Marley's band, right? And sitting next to him, you have one of the talented voices in Jamaica. Like, this is a youth that I believe that a lot of us need to pay more attention to, should be paying more attention to. And I think the last time I saw you, you were recording for Rory. Yes, the last time I saw you, we were actually, you were recording for Rory, doing some really good music as well. So we're going to have a balanced conversation today, people. Going to talk about some new projects as well as the business on a whole. Because we don't met nobody coming out of the studio and really talk to them about their perspective of the actual industry. Because we're worried, you know what I mean? And we want to know what really are going on, you know what I mean? So 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. I'm going to let my two guests, of course, introduce themselves, right? My producer for today's program is no other than
Lamar Riff Raff Brown.
Riff Raff. And again, he is the keyboardist for, what's the name of Stephen Marley's band?
I want to tell you, say, we call it the Ja-Army band.
Ja-Army.
Yeah.
And as a keyboardist, I'm sure that you've been touring all the world, getting a different perspective of the music and where it's reaching.
Definitely.
Right, crazy. And of course, my next guest in studio, artist, someone that I admire for his talent.
Chevaughn.
Chevaughn is in studio.
We're there.
So we're going to have a great conversation today, guys, and just speak about the industry. I know you guys heard some of the conversation that we were just having, and you guys were taking it in. Like, what do you think about the conversation? Like, did it confuse you as much as it confused us? No?
No, it was clear. It was clear. It's clear to me that we're just looking at a genre that's undefined. Basically,
I'm not hearing his microphone.
Check. The voice kind of soft.
I'm not. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Yes. What were you saying?
Now I was saying because of the genres of music throughout the time of the Jamaican genres, that the timeline, there are so many different interpretations of what started when, and as you said, dancehall, between reggae, between rocksteady, between ska, between mental, between Nayabingi, and all these genres of new dub and all these other things. You see, it's like it's everybody have a different thing. Oh, me start that. So you'll never be able to know for sure if an artist was a rocksteady artist or a reggae artist. Was this artist a reggae artist or a dancehall artist? After a while, people have given up on these titles and just say, yo, Jamaican.
Well, yeah, where does Jamaican
And then after that, now you're like, okay, so if a man has mastered this rocksteady era and done so much for it to help the transition of that to reggae, is this man now a veteran in his world
or legend
in his world? Can a man be alive and still be a legend? He must be old and great to be a legend. It's all this conversation. It's a good conversation.
But is this something that is this something that kind of clouds the road ahead for yourself and other artists of your generation? Like, what are we really aiming for? Because we don't know what road to travel to become who we want to become.
I don't think there's a specific road to it. It would have been great if certain things were lined out for us to kind of follow, but I don't think for me, I don't bother bust my brain about the map. I just give thanks for whatever I've seen so far, whether I was here in the 90s and experienced certain things or I wasn't. It's just to give thanks to it and just try to write my own map.
Riff Raff, as a producer, are you confused sometimes?
What I would like to ask really is, is this a conversation that is important at this time?
See,
The the definitions of the music and the art in itself, or the advancement, or the the marketing, the planning of a career, an artist's career, interview, behavior, how to how to address and a promoter, that kind of stuff, how to conduct yourself in the public, how to do your performance properly, how to eat right, that kind of lifestyle, is really the the separation, or the what do you call it, different categories of Jamaican music, or cause if you say, for instance, when I was in college, right, musicians would look at me and say, oh yeah, that's a reggae keyboard player. But still, I do dance. I made a lot of I was playing in church at the time, but still I got a gig playing with Stephen Marley still. But as you know, Stephen Marley doesn't only do reggae music. There's a lot of hip hop, and so the categorization, I don't think it's really.
You don't think it's important at this time in where we
especially now, because I don't think when I was in high school, I think it was Sean Paul, we were on the Billboard top 40s with a lot of big songs coming out of the island. I don't see that anymore. I don't see us competing with Rihanna and them. I don't see any artists from Jamaica right now.
But my sister said something to me, and it kind of hurt my feelings, but I understand where she come from. She said to me, boy, Chevaughn, I feel like every Jamaican artist now, they're lazy because nobody's creating a new genre. It kind of hurt me, but I understood.
You understood
I
what you were
understood
saying?
because after dancehall, not the space dancehall, but the genre dancehall,
Right.
Roots and Rugged, Steely and Clevie, moving up to after that, Dave Kelly, Tony Kelly. Like, what's the next genre that we've allowed ourselves to confidently come up with? What's our next genre? What's this genre? We're all trying to do rocksteady, reggae, Maya Bingi, mental, dancehall. Like, what's the next thing for Jamaican music? What's the next Jamaican genre? What it sound like? How it look? What's the lifestyle behind it? It kind of look hip-hop-ish. It kind of look like we've inspired hip-hop through dancehall, and then we've gone right back to just holding on to that and not aspiring for this awkwardness, this weirdness of a drop it on the tree, tick, tick, poof. What it's when Nina Simone wrote Baltimore, it was a reggae song, and it was clear, and them know it too, but she's a jazz singer doing she's a little seeker, chap, chap, them things there, but we're not confidently own up to another genre. That's the thing too. So because of this lack of unity, we can't full force out in the world and say this is the new thing from Jamaica.
If you're listening to Soundchat Radio right now, thank you guys for tuning in. Riff, Raff, producer, of course, also keyboardist of Stephen Marley. He's in the studio. He's a brand new project, and we're going to be talking about that. And also, Chevaughn is in the studio. We're going to be talking about his journey, of course, and his music and his talent and all of that good stuff. You guys definitely have to keep it locked. Well, Riff, Raff, when did you start in music?
Music, I started in high school playing French horn in the concert band at Herbert Morrison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, 9th grade now, 7th grade I started playing French horn, and then moved to trumpet and them thing, and then 9th grade I started playing keyboard in a church.
So you can play multiple instruments?
I was going to say, how many?
Yeah, well, French horn, trumpet, trombone, baritone, keyboards. So 5
instruments.
Strong, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. How did you get the gig with the Marleys, like to be on tour with Stephen? I think that's a big thing for you as well.
Yeah.
No?
When I started playing keyboards out on the road, hotels, and I linked up with Taddy P, bass player, and Paul Cassett, the drummer, and they brought me to Kingston to play the Reggae Day show, which was the first one at the time. I remember we played for Fantan Mojo and Fantan just do Mama Hungry and thing, and Culture Knocks call him out and things, the same show there. And so anyways, I was the best young keyboardist at that time on the island. So reputation and practice. And Steve, I met the drummer. I was playing for Richie Spice. We went Fifth Element days and thing, and then the drummer for the band, for the Melody Makers band, Squidly Cole walk in rehearsal, and then me and him link up and we go studio, and then I said, boy, Steve want a keyboard player. And then I remember one day me I walk in, I got off his studio. And Steve Mall himself called me. Yeah, Steve, this. you can make a flight this evening? I said, yeah, man.
Wow.
And that was it.
Just happened overnight.
Well, I missed that flight. Coming there for go Portmore and the traffic hold me, and then we go airport, and so we get the next flight. And
It has been you're touring, you go everywhere with them.
Yeah.
Touring the world. And what is that? What does reggae look like outside of the immediate circle?
So, all right, let's put it this way: it's more than 500 people in a club. Mm-hmm. It's more than.
It's a good start.
More than 5,000. We recently did a tour with a band called Revolution, and I think they are the biggest reggae touring band right now.
Yeah.
And they sold out an amphitheater. I think it was like 65,000 people or something like that. And yeah.
What city was that?
Reggae is healthy.
Huh? Where?
I was saying, what city was that, Sergeant?
Somewhere in Orange County.
In California?
Yeah.
Yes. They're
and
huge.
it was like a two. We played that venue 2 nights in a row, sold out.
They're huge. They're definitely huge.
Revolution.
When do you start producing though?
I started production. I always messed around with beats and stuff from when I was in Edna Manley, and I made beats on my keyboard. I remember I did rubber dub rhythm. Look on the gully side. I made that rhythm on my keyboard.
Oh wow, that's your production as well?
Well, not my production. I made the beat. That was Flavor McGregor's production, and well, Daddy Don't Touch Me There thing, Queen Africa, the same rhythm.
You also
I made that beat as well.
So let's do this, right? Because again, I like people to understand the magnitude of the individual that I'm speaking to, and one thing that is I think that we have a misconception with is that people are familiar with names.
Yeah.
And most people are not familiar with names. They're familiar with the work that you have done. You know what I mean? So we can sit here and have a conversation and people are saying, who the hell is that Chin's talking to in the studio? Who's that producer? Who's that singer that Chin is talking to in the studio? But once we start to match the work with the name, so let's go down a list of the songs, not that you produced yet. Let's just speak about the beats that you have made.
Yeah. Wow.
You said Queen Africa, Daddy Don't Touch Me There.
Yeah.
Just give me some of them.
Same Plain Land, which is by
The Plain Land.
Yeah.
Plain Land.
I did Damien Marley Set Up Shop. I did
Set Up Shop was you as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did damn.
Ninja, let's have some fun with this. See if you can give me Damien Marley Set Up Shop. This was which one? Daddy Don't Touch Me There?
Yeah, Queen Africa.
And which was the other one that you spoke of?
Plain Land.
The Plain Land.
Yeah.
718-554-8598 is that number in studio, right? Riff Raff is in the studio, and we are going to talk about a new project. But I want to know my thing, gonna take it nice and slow. It don't make no sense for rush the thing. They've been doing great work, right? And if he's doing great work, we're going to talk about the work that he's doing, as well as Chevaughn is in the studio, and I can attest to you that great artist. And he's also doing great work. I told you the last time I saw the man, he was in the studio doing his thing. So we're going to talk about that as well. Turn it up. So here's my question for you as a producer, man. When you make beats, how does it work? Do you solicit the beats to be picked up by producers, or do producers come to you and say, Riff Raff, I need a rhythm? What's that process?
Normally, a man just link me and say, boy, I want to make. Come check me at the studio. I want to make a rhythm for me. Just turn up, make the rhythm.
So it's not a situation where you make your beats and then find producers who are interested to turn it into a project?
No, never. There's never. I want to say I kind of shy away from that kind of situation because I don't want people to steal my ideas.
Scene.
It's happened to me, I think, 1 or twice before in Jamaica. So I kind of shy away from doing that. Even the other day, somebody linked me for a Rihanna thing. Yo, send some beats. I'm like, all right, cool.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Are you doing crossover productions now?
Yeah, man. I mean, always. I mean, as I said, I work in the studio with Steve. So
right.
I mean, I always doing a lot of hip hop stuff. If on the last album that he put out, Revelation Part 2, Fruit of Life, most of the beats on there.
Yeah, I hear that you were the co-producer of that one, right?
Well, not that one. I was a co-producer of Revelation Part 1.
Oh, part 1. Okay.
Yeah, so, but the Part 2, I was I made a lot of beats on that.
Also, the Grammy Nod album from Raging Fire.
Yeah.
Right.
I was the producer on
You were the full producer of that.
Yeah,
You produced that whole album.
Yeah.
How did that feel to know that the album was a Grammy Nod?
It felt good. I mean, I expected it. It was. I mean, we know the formula still.
Right.
So, there's a formula with the Grammys, but a lot of people don't understand it. So it's pretty straightforward though.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And again, that was a great album.
Yeah.
You also work with Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse Royal.
Yes.
The Lilias Valley album.
Yes.
I produced that as well.
Another good album
Yeah,
as
man,
well.
give thanks.
When we come back from the break, of course, we'll talk a little bit more with you, talk with Chevaughn, and get to the new project.
Yo, it's like I'm juggling two sounds in a one session. It's nice, boy.
Yo, you see, them dirty mentality. Why them perceive Jamaican man as not faithful. You understand me? I say, hey, you Chevaughn sing about him a juggle two friend. One name so and so and say, the whole Jamaican thing.
Listen,
brother, why you couldn't just have one girl be and just have a good? Why, or the juggling two friend thing? Me understand.
Start same time, so it's like
Your song remind me Margin Richard song. You understand where him say the best friend girl and look him on the bag of something there.
and then and as soon as he said, I thought about 2 to 1, still going.
This what I'm saying, the Jamaican culture. You understand me? I say.
Listen, I always say, Chevaughn, that the music reflects the culture. You know what I mean? I think that the music and the culture definitely tied in. We often sing about or DJ about our artistry is about things that happen around us, and it may not be immediately around us. I mean immediately us, but the stuff around us. You know what I mean? Burris was here a couple of weeks ago, and we were asking him about some of those mega songs that he makes, right? And Ninja was teasing him, and what he said is that, listen, not all of the songs is about me, but it's about situations that's happening around me.
That's true.
Is that how you do your music as well?
And I mean, he's been a big teacher for me as it relates to songwriting. Like Burris taught me a lot to I used to get writer's block a lot, and just said to me, if you see a dog walk across the road, sing it. Your voice good.
Wow.
It's as simple as that. Like if you think of a story in your mind or you've experienced something, just write it, put it down, whether it rhymes or not. Put it down and sing it, and it will formulate itself. You know what I mean?
So Burris would be a mentor to you.
Yeah, a huge mentor to me. We met him when we were in college, and he took us up and just called with the Big Head crew, and we just used to go by him house between Ludi and Domino.
So you guys have some type of history together,
Great
Riff Raff?
history.
Yeah, great history.
From college.
From college.
Yeah,
man.
From like 2000.
Is this Edna?
Yeah.
Right.
We're in the same band together.
Yeah, Further Notice.
Oh, you were in a band?
Further Notice. Yeah, when we were in college, it was me, him, Unga, and Welsh. Further Notice band.
So that birthed Notice production.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
I was doing singing before that too, but still, you know what I mean, that was where the friendship started, and just the chemistry was built from that.
A lot of good talent comes out of Edna.
Sorry. All right, shut up.
No,
a lot of talent has come through.
A lot of talent has come through there.
Yeah.
But say what you were gonna say if it does not gonna get you in trouble.
I'm always getting in trouble too.
no man, I mean,
but no, yeah, a lot of no man, for real. A lot of great friendships, and a lot of great musicians learn from each other and build with each other through Edna. It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
it's true.
I mean, it's a campus, so you live. We live there, so you have to either you get along, or you move out, or something.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But we never had any problems. Everybody got along on the campus, so it was,
And so many of you went on to have a professional career. You know what I mean? That's a a great thing. That so many of you young students learning the music, learning how to play different instruments or whatever it is, and then eventually it turning into your means of income and traveling the world and making massive moves. Before we get to the big product, because Riff Raff has a huge product that we have to talk about, project I should say. All right, what are you doing these days, Chevaughn? Like, what's going on with you?
I kind of eased up on writing for a lot of artists and kind of just zoned in somewhere myself. And I've been doing that, working on the album now. So I'm really happy.
Who were you writing for prior?
I've done some writing. I used to write stuff for Jackie. Me and Mackie, and we've written some stuff for Jackie. I wrote some stuff with. You know the thing going in our studio, you throw out a line or two or three or four. People don't call it writing, but I value that. Busy Signal, Conscience, different people I've worked with. So yeah, I've done a lot.
Everybody
and younger artists too. But
everybody that you speak to, you know, I don't think there's one artist that doesn't respect his talent. Like anyone that you speak to when your name comes up, they're always like, yeah man, bad singer. Yeah, bad singer. You know what I mean?
I did a lot of work on Assassin's last album too. Myself,
top vocalist on there, man. Top
vocalist.
Top of the pops.
Are you doing his album or are you?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You're working on his album as
well. I haven't started my segment as yet. But yeah, I've made notes. We've discussed the direction and stuff. So we've
What is that direction for you? You know what I mean? I know that you started in one direction, and over a period of time, it seems that you've just moved your sound and your products to a different level.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't grow up listening to a lot of reggae or dance or Jamaican stuff. You know what I mean? So initially it was pretty hard for me to kind of wrap my brain around that. But as a Jamaican, you have to represent Jamaica first, and I learned that. I learned allowing that.
So what were you listening to?
I was listening to a lot of country music. I was listening to a lot of gospel music, a lot of soul music, Donny Hathaway, Dolly Parton, Billy Joel, Queen. Just music, like that kind of world. The first reggae song for me was Pick Myself Up, Peter Tosh. So he's my king of reggae. You know what I mean? Then I met Barris, and then my love for Lovers Rock turned into my love for Dennis Brown after meeting Barris.
After meeting Barris?
Yeah, so it's that thing where even though Dennis Brown was being played, I listened out for the Barris as a youth. Like,
right. So your journey was a little bit different.
Yeah, so at least for me, like always there are elements of soul in my music, elements of rock, and then elements of Jamaican music. So even if I'm from Holiday, come straight around to even songs I've done with C Sharp band that I was a part of, and just working everywhere with different people, you're going to hear these elements of rock, soul, and Jamaican music.
What's your favorite song to sing?
To sing?
Yeah, your favorite song to sing. It doesn't have to be a song that you think there, but your favorite song to sing. I believe that every singer has a favorite song.
Peace we often forfeit.
No, man. Sing it the right.
No, but it can't. It's right. You know, it's when they know. Oh, what needless pain we bear. It's a church song, but it's nice to sing it. I love that song there. All because we do not carry everything to Jah in prayer. It's that thing I love. I love that melody. I love the song. Favorite song overall, if you listen to a song called For All We Know from Donny Hathaway. Ultimate.
Those of you who are listening, we're talking to Chevaughn, one of the top, and of this new generation of artists. I'm telling you, like, when we speak about artists, we're speaking about this youth. Like, he embodied, right? And you know what I want to do? Instead of talking about your vocals, like, just sing something for those who are listening in the 31 cities that we're broadcasting to right now, and let them get an understanding of where you are vocally.
Hey, it's a holiday, yeah. Hey, it's a sunny day, yeah.
And it's interesting that you started with that one because, I was expecting you to continue in that direction at one point in your career, and then I kind of seen you move to other sounds but good though.
No, I'll give thanks to Chin. I was touring Europe and Africa with a reggae pop is what we call ourselves, C-sharp band. I wasn't doing much dancehall. So when Holiday came around 2009, we were already doing 2005, 6, 7, 8 in Europe and Africa. Jamaican people don't really know that. We just sing music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like the definition is there and it's important to represent Jamaica, but like we just sing, we just do music, we create. You know what I mean? We just hold a joy, because that's the thing. Getting too caught up in the genres, you stop living and you stop being in that music.
Was Holiday your first hit?
It is.
Massive.
What
made you decide to take a break from what you were doing and just do Holiday?
Up to now, I'm going to take a break. It's just music.
Just music?
Yeah, so it's like, even more while me and Ding talk, I'm saying, John Chevaughn never take Holiday serious. Because it's like, we just did it first, we start singing It's a Rainy Day, I start singing, my girl, I stay. And it's just one for different things. It was just like, the melody nice. With you know what
Yeah,
work.
I remember that one. I was in
Yeah.
the room sleeping. I heard
Yeah,
my name out. The my girl is still.
It's just different things we are seeing. It was just a thing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah.
We never really think about it as anything other than just good music, a nice melody, nice progression, nice instrumentation, keep a standard, make sure we represent ourselves well, and just put it out.
Were you surprised at how well it caught on?
Saw it coming, but it's always a blessing and a surprise when we see it, and I still see it even to last night. I was on the road and we see it reached like a good 400 people. And I said,
So
okay, it's
do
not
you actually
dead.
still sing it?
I didn't sing it last night. I was just somewhere and just watched a set of people go like insane. I said insane.
Wow.
8 years later, it's kinda, you know what I mean? But we give thanks for it. We give thanks for it 'cause we love it.
Chevaughn is in the building, people, and it's a holiday. When I saw you last and you were in the studio working with Rory, has that work come out yet? Are you still
not
working?
yet.
You're still
Not
working,
yet. Yeah, not yet.
but that was some nice reggae.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so I think I moved. A lot happened within me spiritually about 4 or so years ago, and a lot shifted. At one point, I hated rhythms. I wanted to create stuff from scratch only, and I'm still pretty much there. I want to be a part of the birth and the adolescent stage and the adult stage of this thing that we're going to create, this song, this being that
Right.
lasts for a lifetime. I want to be a part of it more than getting rhythms. So there are some rhythms that I get and I write for at the same time, and then sometimes it's sweeter for me when we can sit down and say, come in, Riff. And so those things with Rory, like I've written for like 2 of them, and then the rest of them I really want to write for, but it does not happen.
It just
fully yet.
You're not really there fully. You
Not anymore,
wanna create. Yeah.
So we have work to do. Now, me and Rory have work to do, more work to do. So when I get back to Jamaica, we spoke already about just doing some more of that from scratch stuff.
Riff Raff, I know that you're always working. Someone in the chat room a while ago was counting your Grammys. Right? I don't know if you saw that. It was stated that you have now 3 Grammys. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow. For what 3?
I got a Grammy for as a producer on Revelation Part 1, The Root of Life, Stephen Marley, and I got a Grammy for as musician on Strictly Roots, Morgan Heritage, and Stony Hill with Damian Marley.
Oh wow.
I made the rhythm for the song called Perfect Picture on that album, and played some stuff on the Morgan Heritage album as well.
So 3 Grammys under your belt, still going strong.
Yeah.
You have Grammy nods, of course.
Yeah.
And you have a new project. What's the new project? Let's speak about that.
Yeah. New project is Love Train Rhythm. Yeah. 18 tracks. 18 tracks on.
That's a lot of tracks.
Yeah, I know. 18 songs on one rhythm.
18 songs on one rhythm.
Yeah.
It's called Love Train.
Yeah.
Who are some of the artists that you've worked up with on it? It's so many artists. I know Chevaughn is on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have
So you got 17 left to tell us about.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So all right, so voicemail, Gappy Ranks, Public Report, them come from Negril, Raging Fire, Jameer Morgan, House of Shem from New Zealand, or Chevaughn, you know the artist, eh? Yeah, Chevaughn. K Music, a girl from Canada, Morgan Heritage, Evan Lake, Million Styles, Clive, Pressure Bus Pipe, Elephant Man, Junior Kelly, Black Hero, Simatic, and Vicenta.
It's a mixture of names.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of names because you have your seasoned artists in there, as well as it seems like you're taking a chance with some young artists as well.
No, I don't take chances, you know. If the song is not good, sir, we've got to go back and do this over.
So I'm telling a secret. Some best of us within the studio one day, and him play around with the progression. This are like after him they build the rhythm though, but he never make me hear the rhythm yet. I play around the progression in the studio, and I go around the keyboard and I do something in the front part of the studio. So yes, I go around the piano and I play the melody, pan, tun, tan, tan, tun, tan. And they come around and I say, yo, Riff, what do you think about this? And say, it's alright, nice. When they done right, it tell me. Riff is a man where you have to come to him properly.
Full package.
Yeah, in the half conversation. So I fly down and I go up and write out the whole song. I say, Riff, song done. Sing it with me here. Oh no, when you come to Jamaica, because I not hear it properly. Come to Jamaica and sing it for me and say, no, it's still so. Go and work on it. I say, all right, everything good. By the next time, yep.
It's
So-
funny. Wait, sorry to cut you, Chin. It's funny you said that when you get to Jamaica. I was going to ask you because you have so many other artists on that rhythm, on the Love Train rhythm, that
Yeah.
are not local Jamaican artists. I heard you mention Gappy. I
Yeah.
heard you mention Jameer, who I believe is locally here in the U.S.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the Canadian
Alright.
artists. How do you
So-
go about making that
alright.
happen if they're not in your studio?
All right, so Gappy Ranks. When Gappy Ranks first came on the scene, right? I was the first Jamaican producer to record him.
Wow.
So we've remained in contact from before him bust till now. So, and him actually write a song already and write this love song thing where he might sing and well. I mean, say Gappy, more a DJ.
Loudest singing.
More no, I mean, I want a hit song. You know, I want something where you go make an impact when time they play. And I say, all right. 3-4 weeks later, I'm saying the next thing, and it end up on the rhythm now. So, well, when you play it, I guess you can tell me if you like it or not.
Sing.
And most of the artists on the rhythm are people who I know personally. Like, you know, they're friends of mine. You know what I mean? Jameer, I'm good friends with the Morgan family. I played shows with them. I've, you know, produced for them. I mean, I was in Peter Morgan's band when he went solo, did that solo stuff, and you know what I mean. I produced one of Gramps Morgan's singles as well. And then, as you know, he's a keyboard player in the band. So he always come watch me play and think, yo, which organ you use? And I say, yeah man, the one yo, hear that sound and you know what I mean? Now we link up them with them musically, you know what I mean? So so as I said, if something needs to be fixed, they always say, yo, Riff, what you think? And then, you know,
So you're a
alright.
perfectionist, Riff.
Yeah, I have to be. When, you know, my mentor is Steve Marley, so
Sing.
I mean,
So
can't-
does Stephen comment on your work, dude? Is he over your shoulder saying, what kind of thing that, Riff?
when he needs to. When he needs to. But not so much lately. Because I've made sure.
Right.
No. Because, I mean, obviously, you have to take pride in your craft, yeah?
Mhm.
So, and then link up with, I'm good friends with Robert Livingston as well, too. So, and then man,
And he's also another
Yeah.
person that takes the industry very serious.
Very, very serious. So,
So what was that first conversation like with you and a Robert Livingston or a Steven where they were like, Riff, what you do? Who was the first person to pull you up and make you realize that, you know something, may I have to approach this thing differently?
well, the first person really, as on the production side of things, was Paul Fakuri. So he was one of the producers as well on the Steve Marley record, Root of Life record. And what him said to me is, you just play stuff and, you know, the man say, Riff, let me tell you something. You see, everything when you put in a song, it have to have a purpose. So every chord you play, every phrase, everything have to kind of fit. And, you know, it's a call and response. If the singer say, you have to make it be a conversation then, per se. You know what I mean? But, and yeah, I mean, if you don't know Paul Fakuri, he was one of the producers on Miseducation.
I've learned him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Used to play bass for her as well. You know, he's very active from Bob Marley time. Was friends with the gang as well too. So yeah, man. Conversation Robert Livingston now. Man, you have to take the thing serious, you know. There's some itch I want from you. That song done already, boss. And then you have to just go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean?
And
Sometimes
Robert doesn't care about hurting anyone.
No. So yeah, for
Yeah,
me.
so he would just look at you straight and be
Yeah,
like,
'cause
song is trash, bro.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna spend, you know, five grand US on a song, right? Record, mix, master, you probably want to make that by in it.
Right.
So you kind of have to make sure in it. So that's, you know.
Listen, man, let's listen to the new album. Big up to those of you who are locked in. Of course, Riff Raff is in the studio, and also Chevaughn. We're having a nice little balanced conversation. But I want to get to the play some tracks and get some vibes going for you guys to understand the level of what is being spoken about here on Soundchat Radio. Shouts to those of you all across the world, of course. Big up to those of you locked in, of course, on irishandchin.com. So, brand new project. Remind everybody what the name of the project is, and has it been released yet?
Yeah, it's out now. It's the Love Train Rhythm. It's been out since October 26.
Love Train Rhythm out since October 26. All mediums, right? You
Yeah,
can
man.
purchase.
Yeah, man. Spotify, iTunes, all them something there.
Now, the man who says that there's a formula for the Grammys. Yeah, I mean, there's a formula.
Yeah.
You just got to pay attention, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to tell me the formula?
The man can't tell you
I
the
can't tell
formula.
you off the ear.
I was gonna say. What kind of?
Can't tell-
Mr. Ash, because
Right.
me I go
You
for
can't
Grammy next
sing.
year.
Yeah, you have to cancel.
If you can't sing.
Yeah.
Me have that lock. Me have that lock. Me have that lock. Me have that lock.
I told you it's a no, Ninja. It's a no. It's a no.
Listen, man. I love to introduce new material here on Soundchat Radio. It's one of the things that we love to do, and we love to get producers in and an artist that we feel is talented. That's the important thing about our show. Like, people respect and love our show because they know we're just not gonna take a man money and bring them on for just say them an artist when them an artist. Our producer when them not nothing for talk about producing. You know what I mean? So I know that people are focused on what we're about to drop here. It's a brand new album, of course, and it's Riff Raff, right? And you're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do now. You are going to be the selector, right? Because everything for us is sound system based and sound culture based, right? So if you were in a dance, what Chevaughn did say earlier.
Inscom.
Wait, no. Well, you can inscom, oldscom, whatever you want, right? Right? Chevaughn, what you did say 65,000. No, who did say? You did say 65,000 earlier.
No,
Who did say
In the crowd?
65,000?
Chevaughn.
The crowd.
the amphitheater.
Yeah, man.
Amphitheater.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
65,000.
Yeah, man, rough.
All right, so you're back in at the amphitheater now, see? And you walk from around the keyboard because guess what? Stephen Marley does say, yo, Riff Raff, your time now. Front stage.
Yeah,
See?
so
And you gotta drop some song. Right? More on the introduction. Cause we are turning a sound man now, Cause
Yeah.
Treasure, make we count it off. I'm a producer. Him play 5 instruments.
Yes.
You understand? Him in a top band. So now we are gonna bring you in at the dance hall and put you around a
Selector,
sound system
sound
now.
man now.
Selector now.
Yes.
See? And remember, Riff Raff, when you're in a one dancing, the intro to the song determines on whether it will get a forward. So please don't flop the song, my brother.
probably I don't know. Yes, so this one goes out to all the ladies, seeing all lovers from near and far. This one is called From a Distance, saying Chevaughn.
Ninja, what you say? Hold on, Ninja.
Slow shooting Ninja. Slow shooting. Slow
Come
shooting
on, man, we
Ninja.
not get that no forward.
Hold on.
Nah, get that no forward.
Hold on. Which dance Riff Raff in that top?
You playing back
This
tunes
one
already.
goes out to all the ladies, them.
But if you say, you have to say this one.
Hold on there.
You have to give them a selective voice. You have to say,
No,
this
no.
one goes out to.
No, Riff Raff think
All the selector.
Riff Raff, Anna, we call this, Anna Jalov it depending, This one goes out to
Anna Jalov.
all the ladies, them. A modern time, Riff Raff.
Which song?
And your sound, but the way
Yo,
you
right
sound,
now, yo.
Ninja, the man did kind of get me, me kind of did feel like him did have it, From the man in comes, me say, all right, him kind of know what go on.
Yeah.
See, and then the man come give me one try intro, brother.
Yeah. Yo,
right now, Riff
It
Raff.
was okay with me.
Right now,
As the lady, I
Alright,
had to
see
say
it?
it was alright with me.
No, right now, me I tell you right now, Chevaughn for running right now, because if I say intro Chevaughn song, it nah go bust.
Nah, it
bust.
don't look good.
Right now, me and
Be
Chevaughn.
delicate with it. You have to be delicate with it.
Oh my God.
They're running. You see,
Yeah,
they're brutes. Don't ignore them. They're
but
Remember,
brutes.
say goes out to all the ladies.
Goes
No,
out to
but
the ladies.
the
Present.
way your intro is like.
Chevaughn, help out the man, no,
Chevaughn.
brother. Are you on the man that track long time?
All right.
Alright now.
Oh.
Alright now. I don't know that one name Distance, from the singer named Chevaughn, sweetest voice in Jamaica. I know the thing, man, for all the ladies, them, near or far.
Right.
Play that one there for me.
You have Riff Raff, you have to get in the bell. You have to give him the bell. I got a quick question. Who gets the voice on the rhythm first? Would Chevaughn get the first
cut?
Yeah, which one of your artists gets it?
We write the song before everybody.
That's
the voice
what I want.
lasted.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Vice,
you
man.
last Vice.
That's what
Only
friendship
last
does,
no,
huh?
No. Okay.
I think how last Vice.
Oh no, it's true. Yeah. Ellie Vice after me.
Yeah, Van
Ellie Vice after me. Yeah, true.
Well,
True.
Who was-
I think Simatic was the last person to record.
Vice.
Who Vice first?
Vice man.
Vice Man.
Vice Mill.
Yeah.
Where do you want to take us now on the album?
Elephant Man.
Elephant Man.
Yeah.
So if you never hear Ellie sing for the woman, then we must sing for them now. Let's go.
Yo, hear me. Hold on.
Fuck my friend right now.
on.
Me not have it.
Hold on. What does the elephant do?
Singing.
You must sing.
For the
Yeah,
ladies.
elephant.
For the ladies, them.
For the ladies.
them.
The elephants are sing for the ladies.
Sing for the ladies, them.
Just stop.
Jesus, Father.
Tell the
We're not ready for that one.
No,
yeah?
that song is big though. Trust
Big.
me. That song
All right, make us say it
Ellie
big.
sing.
Make we hear what
Because
one.
we
On
are
a
so
joke.
we not really hold back on certain things.
No
you know.
man, you
understand?
gotta sing.
Don't
So instead of
you
elephant
say
tooth,
that you
if the song
can.
tooth, you know, make a try. Let's see what I want. Elias sing. You ready? Elephant man people.
Riff Raff in the building. So Riff Raff, you guys helped him with the lyrics?
No, I did not.
Wow.
When I sent the beat to him, I said, Ellie, I need a hit song, please. So when he invites me, I drive up Hope Road the night. Man, call me. Riff, redhead. And cuss. Red, this it's the ear song. And put the foot. So I drive go straight up the street and I say, alright, Ellie, yeah. Thanks.
Now here's my take on this Elephant Man song, you know.
Alright.
Every day I love it just a little bit more eletive that.
No, but it sounds
exactly,
good.
Exactly.
No, it sounds good. No, I'm not saying it sounds good. It sounds.
But were you expecting Ellie not to take something from somewhere?
Yeah, do an original song.
Remember the Ellie always think.
I think.
Why you
always think pan all the phrase man them thing. So more time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if he
Me could have do the elephant every day. I love it look a bit more.
No, man,
You
I
understand?
like
yeah.
it.
No, me not say no nice. Me just say, boy, Ellie gone with something again.
Me like it.
Because all of my life, me Ellie go take with something.
So did you
Yeah.
expect something
Is that-
different
is that-
today?
Me not say Ellie come with something different. When Ellie sing, me I say,
Yeah,
what?
but the,
Sing?
the verse them different.
He sounds amazing.
Every
I
day I
have
love
to
it.
say. So when you got him to the studio, did you slow him down and kind of give him like nurture?
He
voiced
voiced
it
it.
by himself.
Just naturally, just wow.
honestly, when you said Elephant Man, I wasn't expecting this.
Me neither.
Like honestly, I like the song, and not to say that I don't like Elephant Man's songs. Right? I hear what Ninja's saying, but at least he took a
You mean
classic, a rendition of a
from
classic.
a
You know what I mean?
legend.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think it's a great effort. I like
No,
it.
that's a message. Me shot me Ellie sing.
Yeah, man.
Me I said sing Ellie.
No, I'm not singing in my thing.
My thing.
My thing.
I'm
Ellie
not-
sing.
I can't with y'all today.
Ellie sing. Man.
Let's go to another
Who's
track on the album.
Who again?
So the Gappy ranks. Me I said no, the Gappy ranks.
Jappy.
Chevaughn, intro the tune.
Yeah, man. Car. Yeah.
The voice of the one car.
No, because me can't believe say Anna Chevaughn album this, you know. But a Chevaughn I even introduced the song.
This man, yo.
Hear me send a man all the way
Should I
from
send you a-
England, you know. England, the thing there right now. Play the one them Gappy ranks there, please.
Right now.
Public Report.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the
The,
new artist, Public Report. Where they from?
They are from Savannah Lamar in Westmoreland.
Oh,
Cabaret singers. So they're branching out doing the artist thing now.
are you the first person to record them?
One of
One of the
one
first
of the
persons.
first. Yeah, one of the first. This is not the first recording with them either.
Oh, you voiced a number of
Yeah,
songs with
yeah,
them.
man. From back in the days when we
How are
just-
you feeling about them as artists now?
Well, you were here. Them have potential. Let's put it that way. Immense potential. Actually, Freddie McGregor, they tour with Freddie.
See,
Yeah. So the summer tour there, it was one of the singers was with him on tour opening, and the other singer is a harmony singer for Alba Rosie. So talented lads.
how does that how does that work for you? Like, do you feel like do you get this chill when you run into some really good talent that you would love to get into the studio? Like, how does that feel? You know what I mean?
No, I get no chills.
Like we as like music people and soundman and stuff, like we would I hear a song and say, no sir, I forget that. You know what I mean? Is that same process for a producer?
I don't. When I hear talent, I encourage. I don't impose on and I say, yo, we should do music together. You know what I mean? I try, yo, do what keep doing what you're doing. You have a lot of potential. You know what I mean? I try, and then any questions that here's my number. If you have any questions about anything at all, you can call me. Whatever. If you have a song or whatever you want to work, anything you need help with, you can reach out to me. Whatever. Yeah, that's the approach I take.
That's your approach.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear this song, man. It feels like you very you're very into this new groove. How do you feel about the overall project?
Good so far. I mean, I don't. It's a mix. It's a mix. I'm surprised, but not surprised at the reaction. I've gotten some good good feedback.
But you said you kind of expect, part of you expected to get good feedback from it.
I try not to go into situations with expectations.
Right.
Apart from playing keyboards, or if the engineer is supposed to mix a song good, and yeah.
Have you gotten are you getting spins in Jamaica as of yet?
Yeah.
Tearing up the radios in Jamaica so far?
I don't know if it's tearing up the radios, but it's you're
getting support. Is that challenging? Still challenging these days to get the support in Jamaica with the new productions?
Well, this is actually my first release as a label,
okay,
so to speak. And then over the years, as I say, me and Kurt Riley are brethren, and so people and things. So play some and things. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's hard, but
kind of it doesn't seem as challenging for you.
Yeah,
based on relationship.
Yeah. So
people like Kurt Riley and those people are mega personalities in Jamaica. What's their vibes about the project so far?
Well, actually, I haven't heard from Kurt about it as yet. I haven't seen him in a minute actually, but we spoke on the phone about something else. He wanted me to come by and make a beat for him or something like that. But try love the rhythm.
Right.
God, he love the rhythm.
I love the rhythm. I think it's a nice vibe. It's my vibe. You know what I mean?
See,
I like Chevaugh's song.
Chevaughn.
I like Chevaughn's song. Right. I like Ellie's song so far. I haven't heard a song that I didn't like.
Can we hear the somatic song?
She's making a request.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited because I'm saying that is
she's
because
the only female in here.
So I get to pull my
she has to be able to do that.
Why I say that is because he's a fresh artist on the scene as far as just coming out of what was he in Rising Stars,
Magnum.
right? Magnum Rising Stars, right?
Magnum Kings and Queens, right? So how was it easy to just grab him and try to nurture him, or was it just something that you saw the talent on the show and said, you know what, when I get a chance I want to do something with him? Until you say, around a big year I meet that youth there, and as me say, we see him and we say, oh, that time, say, oh, singer. And then we hear him voice and I say, yo, you sound good and thing, and and then we didn't even do any work. We just link up and him come in and sit in one session and we do and then it just end up that we gave him the rhythm and he record the song twice too, because he wasn't happy with the delivery on the first time. So
let me ask you a quick question before we go to Treasure's request, right? I was speaking to one of the old timers, and one of the things that he absolutely said, which I know that things have changed as the period and the process has gone forward, right? But I was speaking to Bobby Digital, and Bobby was saying up until this day, he would never record with an artist if he wasn't present while the artist was voicing the track.
Right.
Says he's not sending no rhythm to no artist for them to send back. He's not into that. He has to physically be there. Now, I don't know how practical that is in every single situation, but is that also your thing as well, or?
I prefer to be there, but because I have to tour, I have to move around. So I mean, if I trust you to record it, and then as I say, he was at Big Yard, so I know say Roberta go walk in at some point, and Kamal is there. I know say that one and man them normally dead, so I know say alright, at least maybe there will be some farmer. But then again, he has, as I said, he has sat in on a few of my sessions, so he knows where the level is.
Right.
So you don't know.
Listen, man, we got time for one more track. That track, of course, is going to be Treasure's request. is there anything that, Chevaughn, anything that, Riff Raff, you want to say before we hit the top of the hour? To those who are listening that support, where can we get your music and stuff?
Like I say, just follow me everywhere. CHEVAUGHN. It's that long, nice way of saying Chevaughn.
Now,
so once you type that in everywhere, you're gonna find Chevaughn music. Everywhere.
And listen, people, we don't normally say this, or we don't say this too often about everybody that comes to the studio. He's that artist. Chevaughn is that artist, people. He has the voice, he knows what he's doing. Follow his music, and, support. We always talk about the fact that the music not good coming out of Jamaica, and appear this and appear that. So when we do get good music, we have to support it, It starts with you guys, you know what I mean? The artists, them can do for them part, but if we not do our part, then it's a wasted effort, right? So support it. And again, follow Chevaughn on all of the social media handles that you can possibly find. And Riff Raff, of course, making great music. Will continue to make great music. I'm suspecting this is from what I'm hearing so far, great. You know what I mean? Let people know where they can get it.
iTunes, all the outlets digitally. It's not on vinyl yet, not on CD yet, but
you're going on vinyl.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, vinyl is at a comeback, boy.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing a second part for the rhythm, a dub version on vinyl.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Really?
Treasure,
I
with
just
minutes.
sold my turntable.
By
I
the
don't
way,
know.
With minutes. Go ahead.
By the way, that's the engineer right there that mixed the project. Veer.
Respect, man. Respect.
Yeah, so.
What's his
engineer
name?
sitting in the corner,
Veer.
quiet. Veer.
Yeah.
Veer.
Treasure, you got a couple minutes. 2 minutes left,
Yes.
right? You made the request.
Yes.
You're the selector. Please intro this last
But
song.
I don't have the
It don't make
title
a
of the song.
difference. It don't make a difference.
All right. Coming out of Jamaica, brand new artist. He's about to hit the streets and he's gonna touch the road and it's gonna be crazy. Make sure you listen out for this one. It is none other than he's called himself the Practioneer, Love Practioneer, by the one and only Somatic.
Ring the alarm, another sound is dying.
That one your name. Watch me now, 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 now.